that coach wants, he gets. Financially, he gets. There's no nickel and dime in this BS anymore.
Right.
You got to go all in if you want to win.
Yeah.
Or you tell us you don't give a crap about football anymore,
and we'll
stop coming.
Yeah. That's fair.
Because they've sold out 17, 19 in a row.
It's not right that there are 40 colleges around the country that are trying harder than you are.
Right.
It's one thing if you're trying and you're not even trying.
No.
You're behind.
You can't be.
By the way, Florida's not a poor school, Dan.
No.
You know, it's ridiculous.
We got alumni everywhere.
It's just, and Scott Strickland's an embarrassment to the athletic directorship. He has been forever. Sitting in a tree.
Yeah.
He sticks his finger up his butt. He smells it and he just falls out of the tree.
Yeah.
Let's just run that on a loop for 25 minutes like Saturday night.
I think that's what we
Swap
might do.
session.
This has been my favorite podcast that I've watched. Another college football weekend came and went, and we have another fan base that's been completely disappointed by their school. I have not done a Florida one yet. Florida's obviously had one of the more disappointing seasons in the entire sport. A lot of people, myself included, thought they were going to be really good this year. Last year they did not lose a game that DJ Lagway started and finished, and things have not gone according to the plan this year. So I guess without further ado, I'm really proud about this one. I'm excited that I'm proud about that intro video. I'm proud that I finally did an intro video because I've been, trying to figure out what to name this, and obviously people that have known that for a long time have kind of seen it. But today we got the guys over there at XOXOXL, the Gators. I don't know, liked it already. I'm gonna just dig right into it.
Rather than talk about that pathetic 3 hours that we'll never get back,
Man,
I
golly.
thought tonight I'd focus on something different.
What
I
are we-
thought
what
tonight
are we
I'd
doing?
talk about my recent trip to Augusta.
Okay.
You can ask me any question.
Okay, so this is a live show from the looks of it. This would be like the equivalent of me and Zach doing Ohio State, Michigan, post game, at Yogi's, live. I saw blood. I maybe water, maybe beer. I don't know. Finish his drink, but it gets already hard enough being on a microphone after a loss. But being on a microphone out in public after a loss is so incredibly shitty. So shitty. I remember being with the whole Menace crew when Ohio State lost to Georgia, and I wasn't even on a microphone. That night was so terrible. Just terrible feelings, because you got to be around people and you got to answer 100 questions about what went wrong, and it just, I don't know, it feels like your whole world's almost crumbling down. So I feel it. I know he's tight, you could tell.
Question
Sure,
you want, but
yeah.
I need to leave here feeling happy.
Well,
Yeah,
That's
and so
it's definitely a happier place.
it's a wonderful place.
Sure.
And,
I talk about mowing the yard. I had more fun doing that.
yeah, I cleaned my son's porch today because I'm watching his dog,
Okay.
and so that was fun. That was
All
more
right.
fun than
I
what
went-
we.
One of my complaints, because these guys feel like radio guys, one of my complaints with sports radio is that after a game, I know maybe the natural human thing is to kind of talk about your lives and your days. But right now, I'm sure there's a lot of Florida people there, myself included. I'm watching this because I want to gauge how people are reacting to the benching of Lagway. Because to me, that's the big story in all this. Because you want to take care of Lagway. You want Lagway to be a part of the future because he obviously is kind of, was cited as the reason that a lot of Florida fans maybe wanted to keep Billy a little bit longer. And when there's a loss in a game where he gets benched, with all due respect, I do not give a damn about your porch. Let's talk ball.
We did.
I went shopping. I went to the.
Did we?
Yeah, I went to the grocery store with the
Okay.
missus today. So.
All right.
Yeah, that was good.
All right.
And I know I'm being super impatient because it just started, but this is where I can really appreciate Ronan, TJ Ronan, and his guy John. Is that when they lost, there was no how are you doing? When they lost, and I went to react to their video, it was straight to it. They did not waste any time. So we'll see how much time they waste. Maybe that's me nitpicking, but also Chris Drew, I want to hear about Lagway. I want to hear kind of what's going on with Lagway. I want to know what their thoughts are and if they think this is the right play or not. Because Florida is a program that part of why they're attractive to a coach, I think, is the Lagway thing. It's if you get Lagway for one good year, that could be your quarterback problem, at least for that 1 year.
Right? That's not too bad. I did some laundry.
Did a crossword puzzle.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
What a pitiful, pathetic bunch of losers that represent our school. What a bunch of – and listen, you guys are getting paid. You can all leave. You're a bunch of quitters. They quit. They played Kentucky tonight. Kentucky sucks. Sorry, Junebug. They haven't.
Hey, I like him, dude. He's not playing around. And that's how we feel. See, this is the thing. Like, when you're out and about, maybe you had a drink or two. Don't know if he did. You're out and about. You're doing a live show. There's, like, the emotions of the room. Everybody in it looks like they're at a bar of some kind. I like the exposed brick wall. Everyone in there is probably real fed up, real, he's feeling the room. Now, did Kentucky quit, or is Florida just a bad football team?
Won a home SEC game since they beat Florida.
Yeah.
10 games ago. 10 games.
No,
2 years.
Is there anything worse in sports as a fan than seeing players on a mediocre team taunt you?
Did Kentucky?
Like, it's the worst. Like, when a crap team is beating you and they're taunting you. And what are you going to do?
Yeah.
What can you do?
Nothing.
You're letting a crap team beat you.
What an embarrassment. Did Kentucky punt? I don't think they did.
I don't think they did either.
I don't think Kentucky punted.
Fumbled it once.
Yeah.
threw a
I don't
pick
think
that didn't
Kentucky
matter.
punted. I watched two extremely average running backs go through us like a knife through butter. Our defense tonight, what a bunch of quitters. They should be embarrassed. I would leave them all up there and tell them, go play for Kentucky. They keep telling me Billy's got these 4- and 5-star recruits. Where?
Well,
where are they?
And look, it's a fair question. The only thing I would
Oh, yeah, he's sick of this. And this, honestly, this is real unfiltered, dog. Now, maybe a little bit emotional, maybe a little extra emotional. Now, Kentucky's obviously not a very good football team. I mean, 4 and 5, like, they're not good. But neither is Florida. But this was an ass whooping. Like, 38-7 is, like, disgusting. Like, really, really disgusting.
say, and this is not meant to be a disclaimer at all, but, man, that injury list going into this one was like 14 week 1 starters.
Yeah.
We are really down to bare bones. But this is why when you
Kentucky did not punt. Yeah, Kentucky had no punts. Oh, my God.
argue, and it's not an argument for me, I would have canned that guy after the South Florida.
Kentucky did not punt a single time. They didn't punt a single time, and they had under 200 yards passing. That is crazy. They ran for 233. Oh. I know. I feel you guys. Like, having your team just get walked down like that by a team just running the ball is one of the all-time worst feelings. Lagway, 11 for 19, 83 yards, 4.4 average, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. Ugh.
Florida. This is the worry when you change your coach in the middle of the year.
Yeah.
They laid it all out there last week and came
Well, here's the problem.
Came up short, but you can. It's 12 weeks.
We need to fire the interim coach tonight. I mean, listen, part of Billy Napier's problem
Don't hire any more Billies.
was his commitment to his staff, which is absolutely not good.
Okay.
The coach, the organization stinks from an interim president down, from the athletics director who best hit a home run with this hire. Do they care about football? Because, listen, I don't have any grand expectations. I didn't really think they'd win tonight, quite frankly.
No, I didn't.
But to not be
expect to
competitive
play.
against that team, and now we'll start on the biggest problem of all, which is the quarterback. You guys all wanted to see the backup. You saw him. He did fine.
Right.
But he ain't the guy either. Whoever the new coach is, better hit the portal like Miami does. Better call South Carolina and NC State and schools with good young Lenore Sellers has struggled, but the NC State kid's been pretty good. There are quarterbacks out there. You better go find one for next year.
Or just let Lane bring one of his.
Or let Lane bring one of his.
Yeah, I mean, Lane.
Bingo. He knows ball. The other interesting part of this whole thing, is what if Lagway goes to Miami? Like, that's the scary thing for, like, a pod like this or, like, for a fan base like this is, like, what if Lagway goes to Miami? Because if he does and he plays well, then it's like, wow, it hurts extra because it's, like, in-state. And, like, obviously the Big Three rivalry is so fascinating.
We're going to be there next week. We
Yeah.
expect you to get on the plane, come back.
We go to
and
Ole
bring
Miss
a quarterback.
next week.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
We get Ole Miss next week.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it should be fun. The Lane Kiffin Bowl.
We
Yeah.
are the worst team in the SEC.
It might be right.
Honest to God.
Who's worse?
I don't know.
Mississippi State, maybe?
No.
I mean,
No.
we did beat them.
At home.
See, look, hey, when Georgia people try to get on you, say, Florida's a really good team that underachieved. These two guys telling you we're the worst team in the SEC.
I know, but
I don't know. We are the worst team in the
we get Ole Miss next week.
Hey, I like this guy, man. He's a superstar. Secure right here, not kid. This grown man, superstar.
Yeah, it should be fun. The Lane Kiffin Bowl. Yeah.
We are the worst team in the SEC.
It might be right.
Honest to God.
Who's worse?
I don't know.
Mississippi State, maybe?
No.
I mean,
No.
That's peak chemistry. We are the worst team in the SEC. Who's worse? That's the they went back and forth like tennis without stepping on each other a single time. That was impressive. That's when you work with your partner for so long that you can pick up every individual thing and you just know. And then it's just like a flow state. Like this is elite partner knowledge.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it should be fun. The Lane Kiffin Bowl.
We
Yeah.
are the worst team in the SEC.
It might be right.
Honest to God.
Who's worse?
I don't know.
Mississippi State, maybe?
No.
I mean,
No.
we did beat them.
At home.
When you're going two words, and no space between them, just like boom, 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 boom. That's like when you're on Call of Duty and your teammate is like right on your hip for everything. That was perfect.
I know, but yeah.
One more time. Sorry, guys.
We get Ole Miss next week.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it should be fun. The Lane Kiffin Bowl.
We
Yeah.
are the worst team in the SEC.
It might be right.
Honest to God.
Who's worse?
I don't know.
Mississippi State, maybe?
No.
I mean,
No.
we did beat them.
At home.
I know, but yeah.
We're the worst team
I love shit like that. That shit is awesome. Shout out these guys.
in the SEC.
It feels like it.
We are the worst team in the SEC.
I think at this point of the year, it's hard to argue.
we have no
There's just
like Auburn. Auburn is one of the worst. They showed fight.
Well, they did their Georgia game. Like it's week one with the interim.
Yeah,
like LSU showed their fight tonight too.
Yeah, that's true.
And then next week, what is Auburn? What is LSU? What are we going to do?
Well, I know what
lay a
we're
big
gonna do.
fat egg.
Dear FSU fan, I know that it's a tough time for you right now. Hang in there. You've got one win left on that schedule at the end of November. They'll beat us. We're not going to win another. The only hope is the swamp. But FSU, Tennessee, Ole Miss is going to just
They probably got a little mad on from last year,
mollywop
too.
us. Yes.
We could get mollywopped.
Mollywop.
Yeah, I look. That's
What happened to what happened to Antoine Childs and Miles Graham and this linebacking core? I know our D-line's a little beat up, but they were all Tyreek Sapp. Where are these guys? The defensive backs tonight, did it not seem to you in watching a quarterback named Cutter Boley?
We got beat by a dude named Cutter Boley. Carved us up, by the way,
When Cutter-
like a turkey knife.
When Cutter threw the ball.
Okay, he did. This is kind of the issue with not seeing good quarterback play all year. Cutter did not carve him up. I mean, yeah, he didn't really have a lot of incompletions, but he 168, 2 touchdowns and a pick is not carving somebody up. But they've had such abysmal quarterback play this year, which is not supposed to happen because Lagway was supposed to be good. And Lagway is like not making the easy throws right now easy. It does feel like they got cut up, but really they got pushed back. They got their manhood taken.
When Cutter threw the ball across the field,
Cutter.
did it not take about a minute and a half to get
That's
there?
enough. You got
And
2
our
minutes.
defensive backs would just – I watched the running back go out and I watched the corner Moore. I said, he's throwing it to him. I watched this from home. And Moore goes in and then turns and
Get
I
right.
mean, I
Kentucky offense is running you around circles. You got an issue.
Just like I couldn't help but laugh. Sometimes like when bad teams historically that are pretty good, like when they just go on these bad things, you just can't help but laugh, man. Can't help but laugh.
500 yards
has
offense.
a terrible offense.
500 yards.
Yeah.
500.
Honestly, Jeff, I'm 62 years old. Really one of the worst, most embarrassing nights of
up
Gator
there.
football in my history of watching. the
I
Gators.
was
Honest to God, because of who we were playing and because they never punted and because, listen, at least couple years ago when we went up there, and remember they were running. It was
That felt
Ray,
similar
Was it Ray
to me.
Davis though?
Yeah,
It was
that
a
felt
good,
similar. 40.
These guys, these two kids playing for Kentucky.
Yeah, they're not that good.
No.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
None of them are any good.
I'm trying to find some rationale in just the injuries
Well, the
that piled up. But
no. The rationale is this: Kentucky can keep Bob Stoops. You know, they keep him
Mark
for another year.
Stoops.
Mark Stoops,
Yeah.
whatever his name is.
Did you hear this stat that including interim since Mark Stoops got to Kentucky, this
8.
is coach number 8?
Yeah, 8.
Doesn't that say something? Oh, by the way, about 3 of ours, Kentucky has been to the SEC championship game, so suck on that while you're at it.
31 wins in a row.
Dude, I love these guys. Let me just, bam. I love these guys, man. I love these guys.
And
now they lost 5 out of 7.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the
It
state
can't
of the
get
program.
much lower. We're the
can't,
worst
no.
team in the SEC, man.
Lane's coming to fix things.
He better be.
He's coming.
I hope so.
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing
Well,
talks have
It's a lot of
taken
good,
place.
There's a lot of good buzz.
I'm
There's a quiet
right.
confidence.
Yeah, I'm not ready to go like reporting things, but
No.
like we talked to the people we talked to.
Yeah.
Like I'm hearing things like they've had sat down with the dude.
Yeah.
So and I believe that.
I will say this though, and I said this on the show last week, and I'll say it here on Swamp Sessions. Lane Kiffin should tell them the exact structure, exactly what he needs.
Yeah, he is.
Money wise, and by God,
That's where they are.
By God, Florida, you better find it.
You know what I'm hearing?
You better find it.
What about this number for a coach? What about 20?
Is
that outrageous?
It is outrageous.
Does that sound
it's
feasible?
dumb.
Look, he either knows something or is just wishful thinking, but he's ready to spill all the tea that they've both heard. Maybe they've both been drinking a little bit. But he just reported I don't know what the word is, but he just said that he's hearing that they've had sit-downs with Lane Kiffin, hearing that Lane Kiffin has essentially laid out the plan, right? Or all right, let's see.
You better find it.
You know what I'm hearing?
You better find exactly
he is.
what he needs.
Yeah, he is.
Last week.
Said lay out exactly what he needs structure-wise. Oh, yeah, he is.
I'll say it here on Swamp Set.
Good drunk reporting.
Lane Kiffin should tell them the exact structure, exactly what he needs.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he is.
Money-wise, and by God.
That's where they are.
By God, Florida, you better find it.
You know what I'm hearing?
You better find it.
What about this number for a coach? What about 20?
Is
that outrageous?
It is outrageous.
Does that sound
it's
feasible?
Dumb. I want the money to go to the.
What does it make now? What does the highest coach make now?
I think Kirby's like 13.
13?
Yeah.
The 20 could have been the total. What does each school spend these days, Hick?
20.
They spend
on the
20?
roster.
Maybe that was
I think.
Let's look. Google. Highest paid coaches in college football. Let's see. We got news. Here is your article from a month ago. Obviously, this is going to change, I think, with the Signetti extension. But Kirby Smart, 13. Ryan Day, 12.5. Lincoln Riley, 11. Okay. Yeah. Good. Good.
Maybe that.
I think Tech spent 28.
I think that might have been the.
There was a great
I was
story
communicating by text. I think maybe the 20 was the money expected for the budget.
There was a.
That was
I
the
think
number.
Tech
Maybe
spent, I think Tech spent 28.
I think that might have been 20.
Roster.
Maybe that was
I
the
think-
number. Spin these days, Hick.
20.
They
on
spend
the
20.
roster.
Maybe that's what you make now.
I think Kirby's like 13.
13.
Yeah.
The 20 could have been the total. What does each school spend these days, Hick?
20.
They
on
spend
the
20.
roster.
Maybe that was
I
the
think
number.
Tech
Maybe
spent. I think Tech spent 28.
I think that might have been the.
There was a great
I was
story.
communicating by text. I think maybe the 20 was the money expected for the budget.
There was a great story on Texas Tech and.
Look, at this point, he's had enough to drink. He does not give a shit about like where the cameras are or anything. He's just like locked in straight on, bro. And bro's looking forward to the camera. He's straight eyes. He wants to talk to his man. He don't want to talk to the camera. He wants to talk to his mans.
ESPN this week. and the Georgia Tech defensive end.
Texas Tech or Georgia Tech?
Georgia Tech
Okay.
defensive end transferred to Tech. He was making $250 as a junior at Georgia Tech.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted a raise to $500.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia Tech basically told him to pound sand. Texas Tech took him. Texas Tech has built one of maybe the best defensive line in college football for $7 million. They didn't give him $500. They gave him $1.5 million.
Wow.
And he's responded. They got a kid from Stanford, a kid from Georgia Tech.
They got it from all over,
Yeah, but they spent $28 million.
Got to spend it the right way, and they seem to have. Now, they've also – I will say this. I'd be a lot more willing to throw around $25 million into Big 12. I'd feel like I could build the best team there real quick.
Well,
there's no guarantee here in the SEC you're going to do that.
No,
now, I'm not saying
oughta,
don't spend it. You do.
You ought to
LSU did it, Hick.
You ought to be able to buy the playoff.
What kind of year are they having? They did it. They went and spent all. They tried to buy their way in. It didn't work a bit.
But they bought Patrick Payton. And
I know.
FSU's no good. Jack Pyburn from Florida hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
So those guys haven't done.
I think it'll be hard. Look.
That's why the general manager is so important now in college football. He has to help you build it's the NFL. It's mini NFL. You have to build a structure, a program like an NFL team.
You know, and I tell you what else makes it harder.
Uh-huh.
It's like the NFL, but your quarterback has to be ready immediately.
Yes.
Like the NFL, because in the NFL, you have an indefinite amount of time to try and win a championship.
Yeah.
In college, you got to win one every 4 years, right?
Yeah.
That's like resets the clock. So if you get a quarterback like DJ Lagway, if you're in the NFL, well, he'd be coming back next year and then
as
the next.
As soon as he threw the first pick.
No, he's lost his game.
I thought LSU.
He's just not very good.
He would have thrown 5 or 6.
He said, I mean, I'll give Billy Gonzalez credit for one thing. At least he was willing to take him out.
Well, he had to.
But, Billy Napier had to, and he didn't.
Yeah. That's fair.
That's all I mean. So, look, DJ, I will tell you this. There's no concern in this coaching turnover about the personnel at Florida. That's one thing you don't have to worry about. Oh, we may lose so-and-so.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Like before the year, it would have been DJ Lang would have been so important.
Yeah.
I will say this, man. It did work out that way. We said from the beginning of the year, this is as much a DJ Lagway success story as it was Billy Napier, and now it's a DJ Lagway failure as maybe not as much, but in addition to the Billy Napier failure. And don't make no mistake. I said it earlier in the year, and I'll say that we're almost done. This is the most disappointing season from what you expected. It's the biggest flop in Florida football history. DJ Lagway and the way he played this year.
Stunning.
It's the biggest flop in the history of Gators sports. How somebody was expected to play and what they ended up being.
DJ Lagway, the biggest flop in the history of Florida sports. Woo! In terms of expectation versus what he brought, that's big cash. I don't know enough about Florida, I guess, to really dig into that one. I mean, is it more of a disappointment than Anthony Richardson's final year? I mean, yeah, at least Anthony Richardson was playable. That's right. He was playable. Yikes.
Lagway was giving me Bobby Sablehouse vibes.
He's not good.
Bobby Sablehouse vibes. That's how bad. And for those who don't know, Bobby Sablehouse was the number 1 quarterback in the country, much like DJ Lagway in high school, came to Florida. And, well, the funny thing was they knew it right away. He couldn't throw. So he's now a Hollywood producer.
He had that looping something
going
on.
Crazy thing. But DJ Lagway, the throws he made tonight, the pocket presence, is just a train wreck. It's just terrible. And
the offensive line has completely disappeared.
The offense is a disgrace.
You hand the ball off.
And the defense was worse.
3 defensive linemen right there in the back.
Jaden Baugh is trying to move and spin. All Kentucky said is, all right, look, 13's not beating us.
Yeah.
Or you go ahead and throw. We know you can't throw, and they can't.
Well, and especially with no receiver.
Vernell played. Ada Mizell played.
I know. But this is a team that needs Vernon, Eugene, Dallas. They need them all.
Yeah.
This team does.
Yeah.
They're not good enough. They don't have quality depth enough to lose guys and not become worse than mediocre teams. And Kentucky, make no mistake, is at best a mediocre football team. And I'm with you. Look, I'll tell you the one thing I said to myself driving in, I'm surprised South Florida didn't beat us by 2 touchdowns.
I know.
We're terrible.
Terrible. And we also quit. We
It
quit.
was the first time. And we'd
if
give
I
him
was
credit
a-
for fighting.
If I was a general manager, it's unacceptable. If I was a general manager, I wouldn't pay him this week. I wouldn't pay him. I wouldn't pay him.
I love that. If I was a GM, I wouldn't pay him this week. I did see. I gotta make sure this is real. Actually, I guess I'll do it right now. But the Lincoln Riley retweeted something because I know that Lincoln Riley really wanted DJ Lagway. I know Lincoln Riley really wanted DJ Lagway, and he did not get him. Maybe he didn't retweet it. Oh, it wasn't Lincoln Riley that retweeted it. I get them confused a little bit. They're like the same guy, different whatevers. This is maybe it's nothing, maybe it's something. Lane Kiffin retweeted the Florida has benched quarterback DJ Lagway against Kentucky for true freshman Tramel Jones. Yeah. Just feeding into it because I think Shannon Terry said something about it, maybe. Or Andy Staples. I believe I speak for everyone at On3 Sports when I say we sincerely appreciate Lane Kiffin's support of our social media channels. This probably won't generate any message board traffic. Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not.
It's disgusting.
Get a lot of helicopter
Disgusting.
parents.
It's disgraceful. It makes me nauseous. I'm embarrassed. All Gator fans should be embarrassed by what the product that they put out there tonight. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Well, I got two.
And it better get fixed. It better get
We got to
fixed,
get the right coach.
And it better get fixed
the right
right
coach
away.
fixes it. I will say this, at least for me, we all have our own rooting
Because
history.
Scott Strickland has torn this football program to
Yes,
pieces.
yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing.
To pieces.
Yeah, he's yeah.
It's a joke.
Yeah, the the Louisiana governor, just for good measure, should have just thrown Scott Strickland into his press conferences, even though he's not in charge of him.
That would have been nice.
I will say this, which means this.
Dude, we have no Big Ten podcasts. I mean, I don't know anything about these guys, but like no Big Ten podcasts like this. Like these guys both seem like retired radio guys that are like, or at least radio backgrounds kind of moving over a little bit, and they just like don't give a shit. All they want to do is like see their team win, and they're just like fed up now.
He'll probably hire one of the two.
Yeah.
We all have our favorites who you want Florida to focus in on.
Yeah.
And at the same time, there's other guys that are mentioned that you really kind of don't want.
Yeah.
And two that I don't want threw up all over themselves today, so hopefully they cost themselves any further.
Who's that?
Drinkwitz can't beat anybody any good.
Yeah.
Bring that guy near Gainesville, I give up.
Well, he's got a third.
I don't care.
He's got his third quarter.
Well, we got our 15th receivers, and it didn't matter.
Yeah,
we lost to Kentucky.
I thought he was the star. They might both be stars.
Anybody any good.
Yeah.
Bring that guy near Gainesville, I give up.
Who's that?
Drinkwitz can't beat anybody any good.
Yeah.
Bring that guy near Gainesville, I give up.
Well, he's got a third. He's got. His
I
third,
don't care.
He's got his third quarter.
Well, we got our 15th receivers, and it didn't matter.
Yeah,
we lost
no,
to
we did.
Kentucky. You're at home. You lost by 21 to a team that Billy played closer.
Yeah.
So, and the second is this Jed Fish, and any momentum he ever gets. You lost at home to Wisconsin. Or you lost to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So please stop with those names.
Yes.
I would rather take.
John Gruden.
I would
Yeah.
James Franklin than
Yes.
these two
Oh,
guys.
yes.
Ooh, James Franklin. Hold up. Drink can't beat anybody good but James Franklin. And it's funny because one man's trash is another man's treasure. Penn State was super, I mean, not really excited, but Penn State got rid of James Franklin. And some Penn State fans want Drink. I'm actually hollering. Most Penn State fans don't want Drink. They want Heartline.
100%
Yes.
James Franklin. And James Franklin is playing it right. He's patient. He's waiting.
I-
He got Auburn, LSU, and Florida.
You know,
He got
I brought
three
up
great
James
jobs.
Franklin that first weekend. Everybody's like, ugh. But now that it cooled the water, the temperature settles a little bit. You know,
Bro, these dudes are so funny, dude.
look. It's a dangerous place now. I mean, you find yourself as a Gator fan just wanting somebody who can have you get you in a playoff.
Yeah.
I mean, you used to start the year, you want SEC and a chance at a natty. We're so far from that.
Oh, yeah. We're
It's
a long
gross. That's all on Strickland's watch,
Yes.
man.
I'm telling you, we should be 16 in the SEC. I really don't know what team is. I don't. I honestly don't know.
I don't know who we would beat if we played them next week.
Yeah.
If it weren't in the swamp, I don't think a single one of them.
No. Ole Miss can name the score.
If they want.
Yeah, they can name the score. And then, what do we have? Tennessee and FSU?
Tennessee at home.
I wonder if Florida somehow pulls off a ridiculous upset, because it is college football and anything happens. I do wonder, like, I'll check in on this show next week. Like, do these gentlemen, does that make them change their opinion on Lane Kiffin? Or is the take, oh, well, like, they've checked out. Like, Lane's checked out because he's coming to Florida, and that excuses the loss.
I get Tennessee.
I doubt it.
Yeah. No, I don't. Here's the problem, though. If they get – that's 3 – what are we done? No, yeah, we're done. 3-6?
Yeah. Who we don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, no, we don't. I mean, it'll be DJ again.
Yeah.
The kid just – I don't know how –
He's lost it.
Well, look, he's had like a moment here or there.
Yeah.
Or even a game that's okay, but he's just so inconsistent. He's not getting any better.
I just don't understand. I don't get the – again, if you watched him last year as a true freshman,
yeah.
it was – the excitement was –
I do think this, though, Hick. I really do. I think if you ask a lot of Gator fans, what were DJ's numbers last year, and they said, 20 touchdowns.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about that. I understand that. It was 12-9. I get that.
The throws at themselves, the individual
throws were out of this world. You get a little fine-tuning. They always make the jump from their freshman to sophomore year.
Yeah, he's missed those down. Like today, that crossing route, he threw behind him.
Golly, man.
And the ill-advised way, like he seemed to be a smarter. I don't.
Down the middle of the. I mean, Jordan Rodgers. Every week we got a different former SEC quarterback telling us how bad he is.
Yeah, that's fair.
And they had to say, get him out. All right. So anyway, look, it's a low point. It's a low point.
It gets lower,
and it's going to stay there until the season gets over. And the only thing that can save the ship that is sunk
is the right coach. Not a coach.
No,
the right coach. Because we're good at finding coaches.
Yeah,
we got to find one about every 3-4 years. Finding the right one is pretty hard, because if you're not
on this group led by Scott Strickland to get it right.
Yeah, Strickland can't.
And whatever that coach wants, he gets. Financially, he gets. There's no nickel and dime in this BS anymore.
Right.
You got to go all in if you want to win.
Yeah.
Or you tell us you don't give a crap about football anymore,
and
we'll stop coming.
Yeah. That's fair.
Because they've sold out 17, 19 in a row.
It's not right that there are 40 colleges around the country that are trying harder than you are.
Right.
It's one thing if you're trying and you're not even trying.
No.
You're behind.
You can't be.
By the way, Florida's not a poor school, Dan. No. It's ridiculous.
We got alumni everywhere.
It's just, and Scott Strickland's an embarrassment to the athletic directorship. He has been forever. Mm-hmm. And they've got there's no stones down there. There's no testosterone within the university to make hard choices and put accountability and
speak the truth,
expectations, man.
This has been my favorite podcast that I've watched.
Speak the truth. All right, that's Swamp Sessions.
Yeah, it's a good
off
one.
to Oxford.
Sure.
Should be a lot of fun next
Yeah,
Saturday
the Grove.
night.
It'd be fun in the Grove.
Thank you again to putting the Gators on at night.
Yeah.
That's outstanding.
What time are we getting done tonight?
They told
11:30?
They told me it was at 7 o'clock
tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, that was disappointing.
And then didn't they say 7? They said 7. They pushed that sucker because they kicked that one at 4. That other game at 4.
So they changed their mind.
Auburn, and then they pushed 7. Yeah, they screwed us.
Yeah, and then you wait till 7:30, and then they play like they did tonight, and it's just it makes it really hard to like show up and do this with a straight face.
Like I said, I didn't think they would win. I didn't think they would ever play as embarrassingly poorly.
You know what we should do next week for Swamp Sessions?
What?
Have you ever seen that old video? This is like the first YouTube video, and there's this monkey sitting in a tree.
Yeah.
He sticks his finger up his butt, he smells it, and he just falls out of the tree.
Yeah.
Let's just run that on a loop for like 25 minutes, like Saturday night.
I think that's what we
Swamp
might do.
Sessions. Poof. Poof. Swamp Sessions. Poof.
Good night. Good night.
Catch Swamp Sessions.
I was going to do 2, but that was easily my favorite pod I've ever watched. That makes me want to go to one of those. Swamp Sessions. That was awesome. Your team may be ass, but your show is really good. I'm in. That was super dope. I like that. Make sure you like and subscribe. Obviously, I'll try to get as many of these out as possible. I think I got a Penn State one coming. Just hanging out, making some and discovering new shows. That was great. I love that show. I wanted to offer more commentary, but I was caught myself enjoying it. But obviously, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Peace.